By the name Journey Through Desert, we get an idea that a desert will be there in the chapter. So this is a picture of Jaisalmer, and you can see desert over here, how beautiful desert looks. This is hot desert. I hope you know. If you visit Jaisalmer or if you visit Rajasthan, the main desert that rules our India, it's a very beautiful place. You can go for staying there at night also. Campings are done. You can see the sunset and it's a wonderful experience. So this is a picture of hot desert. And you can see in the green portion in Rajasthan, that is the hot desert, while the white portion on the top of India, cold desert is marked. So India has both hot and cold desert. So this is the cold desert's picture. It's in Ladakh. It also gives you a pleasurable time. You can see the videos in YouTube about Ladakh tourism or about Rajasthan tourism. Both the places are wonderful and I'm sure you will love these places. So these are the main deserts that occupy our India. And another place is there which is not actually a desert but is known as White Desert of India. But this is not desert. So where it is? It's the Run of Kutch. It's the salt desert, someone calls it. So it's totally white, and festivals are also held over here. You can go and search for Kutch, festivals of Kutch, and you will see wonderful things over there. So these are the three main things: the desert in Rajasthan, and the salt desert, which is not a desert but is known as a white desert, and the cold desert that is in Ladakh. Okay, so with a shift from the natural beauty of India, that is relates us, the chapter relates us to desert, we will shift to a bit of hardship of students' life. Okay, so I hope you people already know that it's very difficult for many of us to conquer one after the other classes. When we are in class 1, our main ambition is that we score good marks and reach class 2. Similar thing happens in class 2. We have to reach class 3 and then 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And now what? Now you have to reach class 9. So this is a very hard journey for many of us, but for many of us it is an enjoyable journey too. So we have to forgive exams, we have to do assignments, we have to do homeworks, and we have to study so many subjects. So this is a major task that we have to do, and sometimes we feel very tired. But do you know that many people in India, many babies, many children in India are just praying to have a life like you. They don't get a life with so many privileges that they could even study sitting at home. They have to earn money for their studies. They don't get this type of opportunity to study class 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. For them it is a dream. We will learn about this type of boys in the chapter. So I wanted to tell you. You see, this boy is teaching the football, but he dreams that he could play the football. But for the lack of money, the money that he doesn't have, he have to stitch the ball so that he could earn some money and he could feed the family, because his family can't provide for themselves. Neither they could provide for this kid. So while stitching the football, he only dreams of that he could also play football, but it is not possible. So when you play the game, when you play any sport, you should appreciate it, because many people are like there, they don't get the opportunity to be like us. You can see this boy put them in class and not in tea glasses. Okay, so this boy is dreaming to go into school, but what he do? Can you guess? His work is to provide tea in the tea shops. So you can see small childrens are giving tea, serving tea to each other, to the person who are visiting their shops. They are giving the tea. So don't you think they have the right to study instead of providing tea to us? but this is child labor. These are very small kids who who are in need of help, but no one is there to help them, and so they don't get sufficient opportunity to study